Welcome back, everybody. So we are going to talk about what I got listed this week and kind of what I think the cool thing is that it's not just what I got listed this week, but what I actually picked up at garage sales, thrift stores, and estate sales this week too. So all of this in combination in this one video. Aren't you guys lucky? All right, so here we go. What listed this week? This week at the thrift store, I picked up two very cool pieces. They were both by, I think it's called Encinco. They're vintage, and the first one is a treasure chest of toys. Picked this one up for $5. Got it listed this week for $130.95. Really cool. Works and everything. Spins, like you crank it up and it spins. It's really cool. Next is this Papa Django Deluxe. And you plug it in and it lights up and it plays music and it's super, super cool. I got that one listed for $149.95. Also paid $5 for this one at a thrift store here in town. Next is going to be this vintage lock. Now, I'll kind of tell you what happened. So I bought this whole box of like just little trinkets and knives, and inside of it were these two locks, right? I think I paid maybe $6 for this whole box of stuff. And anyway, I got this listed. So, you know, if you were to break it down, I guess piece by piece, I maybe paid, 25 cents for this particular lock. Got it listed for $12.95. Got this Yale lock at the same garage sale on the same lot. Picked it up again, same, about 25 cents. Got it listed for $19.95. So not bad at all. Next is going to be this carving set. It is vintage, and the only thing that I can kind of think of what it kind of reminds me of would be like, Leave It to Beaver, when they would like sit down to have like their meals and Dad would be carving up the, the ham or whatever. That's kind of what this set reminds me of. But anyway, that's just me. It reminds me of that. Picked it up for $3. Got it listed this week for $24.95. Now, I will tell you this, whenever you are, and I know I say it quite frequently, but I know that whenever you are, listing and finding your items, be sure that you're looking up comps and not just what other people are putting their stuff for sale. I say it all the time. Go over to the side to where the filters are and make sure that you hit sold. What has actually sold? Those are going to be your sold comps, and that will give you a real live action baseline to go off of whether or not your items are priced to move, or is it just some other eBay seller who's really jacked up their price. It's better to kind of know what the real comps are. Next is going to be this Smokey the Bear hat, but anyway, super cute, and it is really, really old. All right, next up is going to be this Coors hat. Paid $1 for it. Got it listed this week for $29.95, and it is really old too. Next is going to be this knives set. Goes with that lock, the locks that I was just talking about. Pick those knives up. We'll just, say $4 for all of these knives. There's like 10 of them, I believe. And got them listed for $27.95. So, okay, moving right along. Okay, so we picked up these California raisins. It was the whole set. Picked it up for $1.50 and have it listed for $19.95. Y'all remember those little California raisins dancing in those little commercials when we were kids? Cute. All right, next up is going to be Oscar de la Renta, or however they say it. So picked this up, brand new, never been used. Paid $1 for it. And so I put it on for $23.95. And I think I put that one on late last night. We'll see how that goes this week. Do you guys remember Gene Tay? Oh, yes! Oh my gosh, I found some and I was just like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was a kid. You see these commercials. Wasn't like Brooke Shields or somebody like that in one of these commercials? I think she was. But anyway, picked up that, was like half or more, a little bit more than half of the bottle, and picked it up for 25 cents. Got it listed for $9.95. Next we have these Tupperware little salt and pepper shakers. I know you guys remember these. Everybody's mom or grandma or aunt or somebody had these. If you went to their house, they had these everywhere. They were everywhere. Anyway, there's little salt and pepper shakers, and picked those up for, I want to say maybe 75 cents for the pair. Picked them up, and then I got them listed for $15.95. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to get to those Boy Scout pins that I was telling you about. So the Boy Scout pins, it was like the whole set of the Boy Scout. It was like all together. And I think we paid maybe 50 cents for this particular little set that was all together. Got it listed this week for $39.95. Now, I could have probably pieced it out and made a little bit more money, but to be real honest with you, I don't know anything about these pins or how to verify what year they were made or anything like that. Because of the lot that they were bought with, I would suspect that they are from the 80s, but because I can't verify it and I know nothing about Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, or any of the Scouts, I can't really say, because it's not, not in my arsenal of things to know. And I have, I did do some research to kind of learn a little bit about it, but it just wasn't, it wasn't enough for me to be able to make a better educated guess on whether or not, this would be something that could, make me more money or not. Next are going to be these Bull salt and pepper shakers. Now, these were really, really cool, and when we saw them, we were like, we have to have them. This was all at that same estate sale. Picked these up for 50 cents, started doing some comps on them, and we got them listed last night, I believe, for $44.95. That was a good one. Next is going to be this little Top Hat boy. He is a choir singing their vintage from the Atlantic Mold Company. Anytime you see anything Atlantic Mold Company, you want to kind of pause and do a little bit of research on them, because some of these can actually be worth a lot of money. This little guy, I only paid 50 cents for him, so I figured, I can't go wrong for 50 cents. Kind of makes me nervous because he is so fragile to ship him. However, I went ahead and did it, and I have him listed right now for $25.95. Next up is going to be these Cocker Spaniel salt and pepper shakers. Super, super cute. Paid 50 cents for those. Have those listed for $24.95. Now, this particular one, okay, so then we picked up this little vintage from California pin cushion little shoe, and super cute yellow, very, very vibrant. I think I might have paid $1 for it. Got it listed for $25.95. I think that one will actually sell pretty quick. I expect it to sell this week. I could be wrong, so we'll see in the next week's video, but I think that it'll probably sell this week. It is really cute. Next is going to be these little mini salt. Do you remember, like, in the late 80s, early 90s, everything like miniaturized was like super, super popular? And so anyway, these are tiny little Morton little salt bins, and I think there's like 6 of them. I think there's 6. Anyway, we picked those up. We paid $1 for all of them, and we got them listed for $19.95. But I was gonna say, I remember when I was a kid, they had like all kinds of like little miniature stuff, like little ice creams and little malted milkshakes, and just all kinds of like really, really cute littles. I have picked some of those up for like the magnets that go on your refrigerator, but not the actual just like little ones that you'd play with, like with your Barbies or whatever. Next is going to be this cat figurine. Now, this cat figurine kind of took me and my husband both by surprise, because we only paid, we only paid like 50 cents for this at a garage sale. And when we got to looking up the comps for it, got it listed, and it's $54.95. Yeah, pretty crazy, because it's just like a little figurine, but it's super cute. All right, so next up is going to be this Tabitha plush. Picked this up at an estate sale. Picked her up for $1. She was super clean, I got home, started doing some research on her. She is from 1982, I believe, so she is quite old, good condition. Got her listed for $29.95. Those plushes, y'all. I talk about it all the time. To get those plushes. Get them. Get them. Okay. Next is going to be, yes, and I do have a list. I have to have a list because I can't remember all this stuff. I just can't do it. Can't do it. All right, so finally got this listed. We've had this for a little bit of time, so this one is not from, like, I can't say that it's from this week, but it is one that I listed this week. This particular, it's like an old ranch play phone for kids that you would, I guess, would like probably mount it to the wall and the kid could go over there and play with it. Super cute. Got it listed this week for $25.95. A lot of people have theirs listed for a lot more money. However, because mine was damaged, I figured that it would sell a lot quicker if I lowered the price, even though I probably could get a little bit more for it. I decided to, lower the price and just be done with it. And that's some of the hard decisions too in selling and reselling and being a reseller, is kind of being able to look at your items and going, okay, they're asking this price for it online, but mine has this, so then you're in competition with them. Who's going to sell it first? Well, then, lowering the price, of course, makes yours more appealing. But however, if it is damaged, you do need to kind of think about that too in the price. All right, so next is going to be these religious fans. My husband actually picked these up because I had seen them and didn't even cross my mind to pick them up. However, if you happen to run into some of these little old funeral home church fans, get them, because people are paying some serious cash for them. Now, these paid maybe $1. They were damaged. There's only one of them that was in really good condition. The other ones were kind of crinkly and cracked and everything else. But even crinkly and cracked, they're going to sell for probably around $25.95. I saw some on there that just for one fan was selling for $25. So yeah, so if you see them, grab them. Next is going to be this old blown Christmas like a candelabra light. Lights up, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It is missing the fake poinsettias and the fake greenery that goes on it. I guess just because it's so old, they just kind of all fell off. But I only paid $1 for it, and I listed it for $24.95. Then I went to a garage sale, and this chick had these Nike LeBron Witness tennis shoes. Most of the ones that I can find online are gray and black. These were pristine condition, and they were white. Now, I list them for $59.95 because of the size. The size, guys. The size will hurt you. The size will hurt you. So these were a size 7. And so the price is at $59. However, had they have been like a men's 13 or men's 12, I could have really jacked the price up and got a lot more money for them. So the bigger the size is, the more money you can ask. Remember that. Next is going to be these cinch jeans. They are new with tag. Picked them up at a garage sale for $3. Listed them this week for $59.95. So, if all this stuff will just sell this week, I'll have a really good week next week. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay. Next is going to be this Nintendo, or Super Nintendo. It is old. Very, very old. Because I remember this game. I was like, oh my gosh, I remember that one. So, anyway, we paid $10 for it. Got it listed this week for $159.95. And it does come with a game and 3 controllers. It's been tested, it works. I was very excited to find that one. Very excited. Next is going to be these cool ET cups. ET Barnum. Okay, so the ET cups, picked those up at a yard sale. It was late in the day. The lady said, everything's half off. She had $4 on them. Got them for $2. Got them for $2, and they sold, or not sold, and I got them listed this week for $14.95. Next up is going to be this Furby at that same garage sale. Like I said, everything was half off. She had $20 on it, got it for $10, and it's called a Frog Furby. It is from the 80s, and got it listed not the 80s, what am I saying, from the 90s. And anyway, got it listed. I think, did I get that listed last night? I got it listed last night for $119.95. I will be taking offers on that Furby. Furbies sell. They sell like hotcakes. Remember that. So if you see a Furby, even if it's old and junky, it doesn't matter. Take it, get it home, clean it up. If it still works, you got you something cool. If not, sell it for parts and still make some money. So yeah, Furbies are the way to go. Next up is going to be this honorable mention. Went to a yard sale. Now, where I live, there is this older gentleman, and it's like he has a yard sale every couple of weeks. And I love going to his yard sale. I'm really going to be sad when he moves. He has really, really cool stuff. Like every time I go, I leave with a bunch of stuff. I even asked him, I was like, can you lower the price on that? I think what I get, I got like a mirror. And I was like, I only have, you know, this amount of money, and I have one more garage sale to go to. Anyway, and they did. And by the time I went home and dumped off what I had bought from them, because it filled up the back of my car, I was like, I'll just go ahead and spend it here anyway, because I'm sure his garage sale was better than anybody else's. So anyway, when you find those kind of people, be sure and treat them right, because those are salt of the earth type of people. I love those kind of people. I picked up this chair, paid $30 for it. That was the asking price. I didn't try and chew them down or anything on the chair. I just paid straight up what they were asking. Got it home. Oh, so here's the chair. Got it home and started looking up some comps on it, and this is what we found. So I will be getting this chair listed hopefully later today, and it will be in my eBay store. So if you want to take a peek at it, make sure that you click the link. I will have that in the description. And that is it for me. Guys, I am completely done. I went through all of my list of all the things that I got listed. There were some things that I did not include in this video just for timing issues. I just figured that, you know, they're just like more books and plushes and that kind of stuff. But if you guys like this kind of content, be sure that you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys, I'll see you later.